Hey folks, André here with Long and McQuade. Today we're taking a look at the brand new SSL-18 rack-mounted audio interface from Solid State Logic. This is hot off the press, and I had a chance to unbox it and plug it in and record some tracks in the studio this week, and I had a really good time, and the tracks came out absolutely amazing. This unit is really easy to use, easy to set up, and works really well in the SSL environment with the software. And for those of you who have controllers, I've got controllers going on here as well. So yes, we've got a great SSL environment happening here, and we're going to dive right into it. Okay, introducing the SSL-18 rack-mounted audio interface. This is a first ever rack-mounted USB audio interface from our friends at Solid State Logic in the UK. And this was developed from their legendary expertise in analog and digital design. SSL-18 offers exceptional audio performance with studio session ready features delivered with signature SSL sound and premium quality that we've all come to love in the industry. The great thing about the SSL-18 is it's affordable. And for high-end gear, some people get scared away by sticker shock. It's not going to happen with this piece. It is easily affordable and super easy to set up. Now, a beautiful thing about the SSL-18 is its timeless design because of the subtle digital display. What you see most of all on the control panel is analog dials. You have a very subtle digital display here. That's simply for your volume and for your channel select. And that's it. Not much else is going on there with the digital display. This is old school, vintage style hardware that a lot of us are used to. And I think it adds a really cool flow to the studio look and feel. Now, the SSL-18 raises expectations for a 19-inch USB interface in its class. Superior 32-bit next-gen converters with high-performance SSL design mic pre's, advanced digital mixer, legacy 4K analog enhancement, something we're going to get into a little bit later, and a complete set of digital I/O. Okay, with the setup walkthrough, you can see in this unboxing and setup time lapse that I popped it into the rack and everything is super intuitive. You have inputs 1 and 2 on the front and 3 to 8 on the back, and I used outputs 1 and 2, which are default as your main outs. It's extremely simple to set up. Okay, so we're at the panel here. I just wanted to show how easy it is to toggle between your line selection. Okay, I'm in line 1, speaking into the mic, and you can see the meter here going. I'll turn it up a bit. Hey, there you go. Now to choose your lines, it's very simple. You just toggle with a push of a button, and then you can affect the parameters on line 2 as well, which is very cool. So let's go back to line 1. You can see it's highlighted right here. For example, I want to, push or pull 4K or use a high pass filter. So super easy. So there I am. I'm set up for channel 1. Over to channel 2, 3. You can see for the drum production over here, number 6, 7, and 8, I was set up with 48 volt. On each channel, I've got the 4K enhancement set up. And that's it. That's how you set your volume and all of your other parameters here for each input. Main volume right here. This is your headphones and talk back. So you can go cut, alt, talk. When you hit talk, it's going to cut out everything but your voice. This is your main power, and these are your two main volumes for your headphone outs. When I opened Luna, which is the DAW that I'm using, all I had to do was choose the audio interface and I was off and running. Everything just connected beautifully. I set up 8 tracks for my drums and everything was easy to navigate, and I was off and recording in no time. Okay, let's talk about the analog and digital performance. The SSL-18 supports 32-bit at 192 kilohertz converters, 125 dB dynamic range on the monitor and line outputs, and 120 dB dynamic range on offer for the dual headphone outputs. I must say that these headphone outputs sound amazing. They're crisp and have a lot of volume. They're amped well. I was tracking in the other room on drums, no problem, and had all the volume I needed. Okay, let's discuss the 8 SSL design line inputs with preamps. The SSL-18 features 8 high-performance SSL designed mic pre's with switchable mic line configuration. Simple to choose right over here. Once you choose your track, then you can go over here, you can choose line, or you can choose mic. This unit offers ultra-low noise recordings and a huge dynamic range. Their advanced 2-stage circuit ensures ultra-low distortion while maintaining the natural character of the source, or flip them into legacy 4K mode to add a real analog saturation and iconic 4000 series sound to vocals, drums, and more. Located on the front of the unit, inputs 1 and 2 also offer instrument high-Z inputs to capture DI guitars and vintage synths or drum machines. Okay, taking a look at the back here from right to left, we have inputs 3 to 8 and a talkback input. We have 10 quarter-inch outs. We have quarter-inch instrument returns. Now we also have optical SPDIF in and out and optical ADAT in and out. Then we have your standard SPDIF in and out. And then left of that, we have our USB jack and MIDI in and out, along with our word clock out jack at the far left. Okay, let's discuss the 10 outputs on the back. SSL-18 comes equipped with 10 balanced line level outputs. When I set things up, I automatically went to outputs 1 and 2. I was up and running, no problem. These are all quarter-inch line outputs, which make for a more user-friendly experience for home studios compared to the DB25 connections. Now, looking at the dual high-performance headphone outputs, custom headphone mixes with 2 independent headphone outputs configurable for different types with standard, high sensitivity, and high impedance settings. These can also be repurposed as line level outputs for added flexibility. Okay, now we're back to talking about the legacy 4K analog enhancement. There's a button on the front panel here that says 4K, and to me that just sounds like high fidelity, but what is it? The SSL-4000 series consoles, a legendary console that you would see in some of these older studios, often referred to as 4K, SSL has developed a circuit that distills the 2 essential characteristics of the 4K sound into a single design. Legacy 4K analog enhancement injects a controlled amount of finely tuned, sweet-sounding harmonic distortion and a high-frequency EQ boost into the signal path. With everything I recorded in the demo here, I had everything set to 4K. Personally, I'm into that warm vintage sound, so I just rolled with it, and the result is pretty fantastic to my ears. Okay, getting into some of the software here, we're going to discuss the SSL-18 mixer. You can see that behind me here. So there's the SSL-18 mixer. Essentially, whoever's in the control room will have this up, and let's say there's a band playing live, and you can be controlling all the parameters from the SSL-18 hardware here on your computer. So a couple of things you'll want once you've got your hardware plugged in is SSL 360 and SSL Download Manager. Download Manager will find all the things that you're eligible for and get that downloading and set up for you. And once you're in 360, 360 will tell you for all of your hardware and different things what needs to be updated and will automatically do that for you, or at least tell you when things need to be updated. So there's a few pieces in this environment that you're really going to want to have. That would be SSL Download Manager, SSL-360, and this all works in the environment with the DAW of your choice, and then really streamlines the whole process. But yeah, SSL Mixer is a crucial piece to having in your environment. And now we can talk about the production pack. This comes with the SSL-18. So upon registration at the SSL website, you'll be prompted to download the SSL production pack, which is essentially $1,400 worth of plugins, samples, virtual instruments, and it's a super bundle that comes with the hardware. And in addition to that, SSL gives you a 6 months free complete access subscription featuring every plugin from Solid State Logic, Slate Digital, and Harrison Audio. So between the two, SSL Production Pack and the complete access, you've got tons to work with once you're all set up. I think that's a really killer package there. Now, talking about your DAW setup, there are some recommended DAWs for the SSL-18 that are preferred. Luna is one of them. So I'm using Luna. It was very, very easy to set up, and I would highly recommend it. It's easy to use. You could just get this rolling in your studio really quickly and easily. And thanks for watching. I had a great time here. That is the all-new SSL-18 audio interface from Solid State Logic. I highly recommend it for your home studio or any of your recording applications. Don't forget to like and subscribe at our channel. It really helps out our content. And click the links in the description below for links to the product at our website. And we'll see you on the next video.